Hi guys! It's Liliana the Magnificent and welcome back to my main city, Dukes of Honey. We are going to work on flipping this farming map that I promised we would do. So, C3Z D2S, we're going to start this. So essentially when you're farming, you also have to refresh the map, but you want to do so with your guild that you're partnering with in order to ensure that you're not cutting any of these primes as you take these sectors. You also want to make sure all of your sectors are at 158 so that you can make these transitions relatively quickly and you get the map done within just a few minutes. So C3Z is done. He said D3Z, D2S, and C2T. It's a lot easier to do this when you only are working with one other guild. When you have multiple and then there's double primes on each sector, who gets it, and all that fighting and drama happens and it's not nearly as fun. So this is very easy flips, but what better video not to show the most basic how these go in an easy round. You always want to make sure as you're flipping that you have at least one sector that is yours touching the other sectors so that you don't lose it. I'll see if there's any instances of that as we go. So like, for instance, down below, that's a good one. I'll show you really quick, you guys, just so you know. So for instance, if 300 were to take this B3V sector, it would cut us off of B3X and we would lose our prime. So we have to take that before they do. D3Z, C2T is the only other one I haven't done yet. We're right here. And then when we're all done, I'll show you building of all the sieges and things going back in time. All right, that one is done. He needs to take that one. Also, when you have all of your sectors at 158, you don't risk taking as much of an attrition hit as you're flipping, because as you're flipping, you're losing sieges as your other guild is that you're partnering with takes around you. So like for instance down below, the C3X sector right down here, when I take it, I'm only going to have one or two sieges touching it because of the bottom sectors that we have, but with it being at 158, it won't be such a loss. A2S, A3Y. I've only been saying that I want to record for like the past ever. A2S. A2S. You guys just saw part one, so that's why I was so adamant on wanting to film part two. Oh, funny. Okay, that one is done. I didn't need to go all the way back out into my city. A3Y. Right here. It's also much easier if you only have one person calling the sectors and one person then taking the sectors. It just makes communication easier. I've also found that if you have really good relationships within your farming partner guild, if somebody from the other guild is willing to voice with you, like over Discord, sectors are much faster because you can just talk out the map as you flip. You don't necessarily need to be checking the message center. You can just look at the map, talk to each other, ask, talk, and flip as you go. Much easier. We're going to take this one right now because it doesn't impact our partner at all. Boom. Okay, let's see what else. B3Y. They're distracting him. We can also probably take C3X right now because they've taken everywhere else around it. Remember in my head, B3Y. And actually we need to take B3X. No, we don't anymore because now I have a sector. So there's an instance. I just took that sector, so now when they take B3V, I don't lose it. And why we're taking B3Y right now is so that we don't lose B3X when they take B3V. There's a lot of logistics in farming and flipping maps. Otherwise, when cuts happen, people get real cranky in a real quick hurry. And the reason why they get cranky is because you're cutting their sieges from either being used on an adjacent sector, or you just cut them from, using up 158 to take a sector, and then you've just taken it and it's all gone. And then it also makes it so that this checkerboard pattern that you see on the map isn't as efficient. We like it to be checkerboarded. Let's see. He could probably take B3Y and B1. Or sorry, B3V and B1. We won't lose our primes because I still have a 2S that has a 1, and I still have B2T that is holding B2S. But they can't take all of these at once, otherwise they will cut. So like they can't take B2T, they can only take B1 and B3V because I need to take this one before then. Just lots of communication. So like now that I took that, this one is safe to be taken. But I'm going to wait for them to take B1 first. It's all about being courteous. Oh, he's a dork. Leander. Oh. What a trooper. Oh, jeepers, they're funny. Okay. You also want to make sure that your guild that you're partnering with has exhausted all of their farming. Otherwise, not so fun. So much easier with all at 158. Otherwise, oof, then you have to sit and wait forever too, and then when they unlock, it's not so nicely done. It's all staggered and annoying. It's nicer if it's just all once and done. Okay, let's see. I'm going to tell them B2T. They could also do B4G if they want. Okay, so B3X is good to go. want them to take this one first before I do because they have more sieges touching it. It's just nicer to do that for them. Otherwise, if I were to cut it now, then not so nice. See, and they're already almost done. You need to make sure you're with a guild that is fast that can do that. Okay, that one's going. Now this one can go. And then I'll show you guys the second most important part is then building all of your siege camps or watchtowers after the fact. Okay, perfect. Look at that. Fantastic. All right, so now we're going to go in and we're going to look at all of the sectors that you have built on. So this one where you already have a siege camp on, basically you just want to see what is there. D3Y we already have 2 on, so that when we flipped it we took them. You want to leave your sieges behind for your guild that you're farming with too, so that they don't necessarily have to build as much. So it's kind of fun to see also what you got. This one we can build 2 on. That one we can build a 3rd on. Ooh, we kept all 3 on that one. That's nice. Ooh, and we kept 2 on that one. That was a nice round. That one. Normally I try to, I haven't run into one yet. Let's see, did I check this one already? I did. Whoa, hello. I've never actually pressed that before. Okay, let's see here. So this we need to be cautious on. So if you look right here, my aim for my guild is to be at 100k or above on all sectors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at A2S. I'm going to see what A2S is touching. I would probably like us, this has only 1, so I probably am going to build 1 siege camp on this just because I want to be cautious of that biochemical data. But then I'm going to do 2 watchtowers. And then this will help, hopefully, with this sector here. Because then on this one, let's see what options we have for a siege camp. Oh yeah, we're fine. We can build a siege camp there. A1, what do we have here? A1, I want to avoid building anything because of our bricks, so we're going to put 2 watchtowers here for now. This one, we have same kind of instance that copper is getting us. I'll have to post out that we need some copper. What is this touching? Yeah, we should be fine getting away with just 2 of those because of our southern sectors down here. I know we'll be able to build some. Let's see here. Oh, that biochemical is really a little this season. And we kept 1 there. Awesome. So essentially, when you are setting up this farming map, your goal is to have as much staggered between you and the other guild. So the one other kind of pattern. We lost that down here somewhere along the way, but that's okay. But it just helps with the more sectors you have touching a guild partner sector, the more sieges you have, the more chances that you can farm. That means you have more sieges touching it. You don't take attrition hits then when you do. And also, did I not say that when you flip a map, you just gain attrition just from flipping the map? Well, that happened right there. So that's what I've been doing this season, and that's why my numbers aren't as high as my guildmates, because I'm not worried about farming. I would rather them have the instances of farming and then I just help with flipping the map. That's fine with me. But then when you're done, you can also set up some options that you see around your map that your guild can hit when you wait for the next 4-hour cycle to open up. So hopefully that was helpful, you guys, just to see how to do it, the communication, what is easiest, everything like that. If this video was helpful, give it a like. You can also subscribe to my channel, and if you click the little bell next to the subscribe button, you'll be notified whenever I put out new videos. Thanks for being along for the ride. Bye, guys!